Good morning from Lisbon. I hope you are well. This is early morning here, and the sun has yet to rise, but I'm looking forward to a sunny day today. We've been promised a sunny day. So this is the 3rd of March 2026, and this is the energy reflection, the I Ching with the guidance of I Ching for today. And as usual, we're starting by rooting down into the present moment. Releasing old energies, old stagnant energies, and then bringing in the present moment, bringing in fresh chi, fresh air. So if you're sitting down, sit on a chair, then root down into the seat below. And if you're on the floor or sitting cross-legged, again, root down into the seat below. On the chair, place your feet on the floor beneath, connecting to the surface below, feeling roots growing out of the soles of your feet all the way down into the center of Mother Earth, anchoring you into Mother Earth. You can even feel, if you're sitting cross-legged, like the roots are growing out of the legs, your legs, the sides of your legs, everywhere. You're really anchoring into Mother Earth. And if you're lying down, you've got roots all across the back of your body. Lie on your back, feeling the weight of your body connecting to the surface below you, underneath you. And then empty your lungs of old stagnant air. And then breathe in through the nose, filling the lungs with fresh air, and then breathe out through the nose. And as you breathe in, the stomach expands. And as you breathe out, it contracts. And the movement is all around the sides, the back. Allowing the diaphragm to pull the air in and allowing it to help empty the lungs out. But we are allowing it, we're not forcing anything here. So if there's something in particular that you're doing today, then keep that in mind. And this will be the guidance you get for day. If this just a general wanting to know what's going on during the day, then just stay present. So let's start with the inner Gua. So how are the energies around us, and how do we best navigate them in order to have the most smooth and joyous day forward? Heaven, earth, fire, water, thunder, wind, wood, mountain, lake. So we have thunder within. This one, and we have two yin lines resting on a yang line. So thunder is movement, is shock, is action. So this is what's going on within us. And then let's see how this is translating outwards and what is going on without. So what's going on without affects us inner, and what's going on within affects our outer, okay? The two are the same. Heaven, earth, fire, water, thunder, wind, wood, mountain, lake, metal is lake, okay? So we have fire. Fire, and that's enlightening. So So this shock will actually allow us to see more clearly. This movement that's happening within is allowing us to see more clearly what's going on without, okay? So let's see how this is changing. What is changing and what is the most, where are we in the process of this hexagram? What is the strongest energy? So there we go. So we've got the initial 9, second 6, third 6. Third 6. So look at that. We've got brilliance, fire above and fire below. So we've got Li. So that's an accomplished gua, means that we've got the same trigram at the top as we do at the bottom. So it's double the power of enlightenment, of brilliance, of seeing, of clarity. And also fire is this creative power, and is warming and is allowing us to see. So let's see, what is the underlying energy which is actually creating this, which is the underlying, so the nuclear. So we've got yin, yin, yang, skin, and then we've got yin, yang, yin. So we've got water, kan. So we've got water, kan, over mountain, again. So that's water, which is flowing, which is choosing its direction, its strength, but also danger. So we can feel fearful, uncomfortable, but we have this stillness within. So we need to remain still within, because there is stability, okay, in the situation that we are in. So, and transmute this fear so that we can, I think this fear here that is without is creating this action that we need to feel like that we need to make a movement which will lead to light, to seeing more clearly, definitely. Let's have a look at the actual, see what the I Ching is saying. So we got Li over Thunder Gen, which is 21. And then we got Li and Li, which is 30. And then we got Kan and Gen, which is 39. So let's go first. Eradicating. Chi he. Chi he. And let's have a look at the element, which is fire. Fire. And then number 2 is definitely brilliance. What we are coming in, which is also fire, fire. And then 39, which we will start there and just see the hidden energy, which is, it's hardship. So we've got this danger above, and we've got this stillness within, right? There's no movement. So we need to clear this danger, this feeling of fear that we are carrying with us. And that's usually when we are not aligned with what we are doing, right? Then the fear quite often can rise because we are not feeling at home, we're not feeling comfortable, okay? It's hardship. I think this might be water, which is water, yeah. And we've got 2 fire and 1 water. And water can put out fire when it's too much, and fire can dry out water, make it evaporate and disappear. So we've got lots of fire going on here, but the water is where we're stagnated, okay? The water is, we are fearful currently because we are not in the correct place. So we need to transmute this hardship into eradicating. So this hardship, we need to eradicate what doesn't no longer serves, right? It's very important, so we need to eradicate that. And that it could be not necessarily a situation, it could be a feeling. Sometimes when we are in a place where we don't feel at home, we just want to rush out of that, but sometimes we cannot do this. And I think this is like the overall energy of March. It was, because the reading yesterday is that we are not in a place entirely where we want to be, although we have stepped into this new venture, this new cycle, but we still have some things from the past that we have to take with us in order to live, right? It might be a source of income, or it might be a place that we live, that we have like a roof over our head. There's something that we still need, but we are no longer aligned with this, but we need it now. And we've been asked to be patient so throughout March, and then nourish ourselves with learning lots and taking new wisdom, learning from new masters or old masters, or and actually preparing for what we initiated in February, right? This new cycle, preparing to move forward more strongly in this cycle as we are moving through the year. So, but in order to do this, we need to eradicate the feeling. I think if it's more of that, and then it is also, we still need to remove these things that we need from the past and no longer serves, right? But we need to do it in a calm and well thought out way, not just rushing out and throwing everything away, because that might get us into trouble. Okay, but the first thing we need to eradicate, or not eradicate but transmute, is this fear and this feeling of impatience, and this feeling of hardship. And doing that is that we need to shift the way we are. We need to shift, although we have shifted a lot of things, but if we are proceeding in the same old patterns, in a sense, with what we are. So we need to shift a lot within us. Okay, so let's have a look at, so that's hardship. Oh yeah, let's just read this one. If one loves others and then do not respond in the same way, one should turn inward and examine one's own love. If one treats others politely and they do not return politeness, one should turn inward and examine one's own politeness. When one does not realize what one desires, one must turn inward and examine oneself in every point. Everything comes from within, okay? If you don't love yourself, right, this is the energy that you are going to present outward, right? And then this is what you're going to get back. And it's quite sad, actually, because we keep on proving ourselves right all the time. I don't think I'm lovable, so then this is what I'm radiating, and then I'm not getting love back, right? So then I'm it's being proven to me that I'm not lovable. Everything starts within, and I'm going to tell you, you are lovable. You're absolutely amazing. So when you believe that you're not lovable, that's just in your head. Right? It might have been somebody who taught you that, like it could have been a parent, or it could have been a person from the past, like a previous partner who's been mistreating you, Right? But that's all that it is. They were mistreating you. The problem is not within you. You are lovable, okay? If you don't believe you are lovable, it means that it's just thought patterns from the past. So those are the ones you need to eradicate, for example, right? And if people are not being polite to you, and then are you being polite to yourself? Are you looking after yourself? Are you making sure that you are being looked after? Are you being polite to yourself? Or how do you speak to yourself? Very important. When you look yourself in the mirror, what do you say to yourself? Right? Examine that. How are you treating yourself? Because then the same thing here. This is what you will radiate outwards, and then you will get back, okay? So you need to start being polite to yourself. Tell yourself you're beautiful. Tell yourself that you're clever. Tell yourself that you got this, okay? And even if you make mistakes, we all do all the time. It's fine, right? And then just say, okay, I'll do better next time. I've learned this time, okay? When one does not realize what one desires, one must turn inward and examine oneself in every point. Yeah. Do you really know what you want? Is it that you don't know? Okay, I don't want that. Okay. Is that what you know? But you don't really know. You're not listening to your heart. Maybe you do know, but you're not following what your heart is shouting at you. This is the direction you need to go. Right? So go within. Very important. And this is the message of March. You know. And yesterday we had Kun, which is responding. It's responding to a leader. And it could be an external leader, but we need to choose the leader wisely, right? Not just any leader, somebody who just sounds a lot, sounds like a leader. It's got to be a true leader, like a wise leader. And also speaking about following yourself, going within and listening to yourself, and listen to that leader, yourself. Lead yourself, right? Very important. So let's have a look at Brilliance, which is 30. And that's the main energy of today. It's also translated by other translators to clinging or flaming beauty. This is brightness. Li means to leave, to part from, to be away from, but in ancient time it also meant to attach. So if you have a fire, like in order to have a fire, it needs to attach to something. If it can't attach to like wood or something it can burn from, it will go out, right? So in order to shine brightly, you need to attach something that inspires you, right? You need to follow your heart. If that is just attached to your heart, listen to your heart. So that's the attachment. Not attachment to, I want these kind of things, all this. Oh, if I have a car, I'd be great. That's not good attachment, right? Attached to a great leader, like a wise leader. And then that can help your fire burn because you get inspiration, like attached to something that inspires you in a loving, kind way, and then attached to your soul's calling and allow that to flame, to fan this fire within you. So you are starting to move forward into the way that you want to. So this is actually, I'm doing this, this is what we're moving into. This is not the main energy, but I think it's very important to know this, okay? So, so this is what we're moving forward to, and this is what we want to do, right? Attached to this great inspiration. So brightness is double, an image of the brightness of the sun. In correspondence with this, a great person continuously radiates brilliant virtue and deeds all over the world. So when you are in this, which we are heading into, if you follow the advice on this one, which is eradicating, it's removing all patterns changing the way that we are moving forward, then we will move into this brilliance, and then we can radiate this joy, we can radiate the creativity, the love, the brilliance to everyone around us. Like everything we do, our intention should always be for the benefit of all beings. And all beings include you. This took me a while to figure out, funnily enough. I remember Buddhism came into my life about 10 years ago. And it was all talking about, oh yeah, you should be kind and look after others and look after others. And I'd been spending my life just draining myself by just looking after others. And I you know, the empath that never thought about herself, right? And absolutely not actually doing the things she wanted to do. Just, I'd say, a doormat, right? And being people were taking advantage of me very often. But then one day it clicked in my head, maybe 5-6 years ago, I don't know, or 7-8 years ago, I don't know. And I realized, oh, in Buddhism, we're speaking about, you know, all sentient beings. We should do something for all sentient beings, maybe a benefit to all sentient beings. That's like all living beings, like all humans and animals alike, right? The benefit of all sentient beings. That our actions should be for that, right? Our intention should be to be of help. But and I found that difficult because I knew that was what had drained me. But then I realized that I am one of those sentient beings as well. So if it's a benefit to all sentient beings, it should be a benefit to myself. And that was the major shift for me, to move into this a place where I could start to love myself and have patience with myself and be polite to myself. And then starting to want to radiate this outward and to help people. And now I work as a natural rejuvenation coach, and I help people restore their strength and start to reverse symptoms from like trauma and a stressful life and all these kind of things that are aging us too fast, right? So anyway, I think let's have a look at the eradicating just briefly, but we already gone through that. It's like we need to, this, which is holding us back, right? We need to eradicate that. But let's see what I Ching is saying here, because it didn't really. When things are worthy of careful attention, surely people would draw close together. Thus, after watching closely, closing together follows. And here's like watching is the hexagram before. And I think we are in a time of watching, and we are in a time of nourishing. This is the overall energy now for March. And then planning, okay? So here we're moving from when we watch and see what is wrong. And this is watch within, you know, what is it that's not working? And then we take notes. Like literally you can take notes, okay, this is not working, this isn't, I need to eradicate this, okay, on this one, these, I need to study this, I need to put my attention here in order to move forward in the direction I want to do, right? And writing down is very good because it becomes real rather than just thinking about it, because then you think about it and then it just disappears. So time to make a plan whilst eradicating things that do not serve. And this, you see this image here is about, you've got a mouth and the open mouth, but we've got something here that's in the way that we need to eradicate, because when we have something in the way, we cannot live fully. And we can't, if we've already got something in our mouth, then we can't put like nourishing food in there. So if we've got like some old stuff in our mouth, then we can't put new fresh food in. And also when we are, you know, giving all our energies away to something that does not serve anymore, then there is we have no energies to actually move forward with the things that we do want to, okay? So, but the advice is, yes, watch Nourish yourself, look after yourself, rest, but also move forward with learning things, preparing yourself to actually start to take more action in the future. For now, we are learning, taking in wisdom, and to prepare ourselves to move forward. Okay, so that was the reading for today. I hope it was of benefit, and I am wishing you a beautiful day ahead.